My vengeance ends now.
Well, Kratos here with some Smite Arena action. I've decided to play a little Odin today. This is actually another pretty good god for beginners. He's kind of, I was about to say one trick pony, but it's really more like two trick ponies. He's got a combo that you'll pretty much use all the time, and then his ultimate is also something you're going to use a lot, which is why he's one of the warriors that you definitely want to build cooldown reduction. And that's one of the reasons why at one point in this video, a lot of times I don't build a lot of offense, but I went ahead and did the Jotun's Wrath Breastplate of Valor combo in order to cap out his cooldown. So I built the power boots, the 2 tiers into that. Also went and did the horrific emblem, which is a really good relic I like as a warrior. And then I just got a bunch of multi-pots. In fact, I don't know why, but for some reason I was having some issues with mana. I mean, sometimes Odin has that because you're kind of spamming your ability more than basic attacking, at least for me anyways. But no, I decided to go with the Health Chalice, which is really nice. You may notice I'm like the only tanky player on my team, which to me is usually never fun because they want you to be the guy that goes and tanks everything, which means that I'm going to die more often. And I actually die less than most of my teammates in this game, and I don't get a lot of kills, but my assists are through the roof, and that really is what kind of Odin is. He's a great assist. But here's the combo. You don't know if you noticed, but I clicked my 2, which basically gives you like a shield. A bunch of birds come in and gives you a shield, which makes you almost indestructible sometimes. And then you have this jump, and the jump itself does a fair amount of damage, but with the shield will actually explode the shield. And so this is what I mean. There was no reason why I shouldn't have died there, but because of the shield and just because of being able to tank everything, I was able to get away. There's a lot of, I think I made the enemy team very mad. In fact, I think towards the end, you'll see where pretty much the entire enemy team like ulted me and came on to me knowing that they had to kill me. But because their team had 2 tanks and they actually had a guardian as well as the warrior, it was a little harder for me to confirm. I see, that's the ultimate. That's the other trick that Odin has. He's able to put people in a cage, and unless they have jumps and stuff, which oddly enough, yeah, I hate that. Oddly enough, I got lucky, and the team that I was playing against had very little escapes. Usually you get jumps and all that, so I went with my typical, I'm going with the Mystical Mail second item. I really like the Mystical Mail, gives you protections, plus like I said, anybody's around you gets damaged, so that way when you're having to wade in and take things. And oddly enough as well, even though we had a hunter and a couple mages who are really good at clearing, I actually had the most minion damage in this game, which is kind of odd. But Anubis was definitely the MVP when it came to damage and kills. But yeah, I've missed I miss my jumps here and there. Like I said, I am still getting used to the new controller layout. So, yeah, that third ability is kind of a AoE. It doesn't really do much damage. That's not why you use it. You kind of do it just to follow up, and it does slow a little bit. See here, I have no mana, and I'm just like, let me through. I was able to jump at the last second. But yeah, you saw me use the wall there, kind of defensively too. I was kind of running from them, and I had to. Yeah, there we go. There's actually towards the end. There's actually a couple. We got to a point where we were winning fairly well, because right now we're only winning by a handful of tickets. But later on, we started getting a little bit more of a lead, and we started really having fun with my little cage. We started literally like, I would ult them and they'd get stuck, and then Cupid would put his ult down, and Anubis would put his ult down, and it was pretty much instant death. I mean, we literally would just kill 3 or 4 people at once. It was nice. I'd be interested if I could find a way to see this match from some of my other players' perspective, because I think some of them had some triple, quadra kills in this game. I said, oddly enough, the Anubis, I think, oh yeah, that was a great play by the Vulcan. You can see way in the back, there's pretty much in his base when he got hit. Yeah, so there we go. Keep the Thanatos in. And I was trying to save my player's life, but it just didn't work out. See, again, I just have no mana, so I'm having to go back. Yeah, I'm finishing up my Mystical Mill now. And I think next I'm going to go into the Jotuns to get my cooldowns as quick as I can, because you're going to want to get your birds, which is what I level up first, to max them out, and so that you can use it more often. And then after that, I max out the pounce. Yeah, here I noticed that they were invading our jungle, and I thought I would try and surprise them, but it didn't work. And of course, none of my teammates had any idea what was going on. So at this point, I'm still being followed, but I believe, yep, I get away. Like I said, it can be very annoying to fight an Odin, even one where I'm fairly above average, but I'm nowhere near the great Odin player of all time. See, here's me. I'm trying my best to. Yeah, see, I totally messed that up, and I think they knew what was gonna happen. I was trying to escort the minion down to the end, and I thought maybe if I can wall them off, that would work. But I figured while they're taking care of ours, I would go ahead and take care of this one, so at least we don't lose any points. Oh yes, stay away from that gold apple. Just putting the finishing touches on that. And yeah, anytime I saw Anubis do his, I mean, the other team fell for Anubis's combo all the time. He's got basically a wrap-up stun, and then between his, he has 2 channeling abilities that just do tons of damage. Now, channeling abilities normally would be a downfall of most characters, but yep. And as soon as I get this, I'm gonna do Breastplate of Valor. I went ahead and did Thorns here. Again, the idea of me, especially with being the only tank, is to just kind of get in the middle of the fight and just take as much damage. I definitely, easily, I believe, had the most damage mitigated. I was about to say I didn't have the most damage taken. Oddly enough, Anubis had the most damage taken, but I believe he was probably using the lifesteal combo that they have now, which is really, really OP. Basically, he already has lifesteal. You pick a good lifesteal item. There's my escape again. A good lifesteal item, then you pick the item that doubles all your lifesteal by items, and then also gives you power based on your original lifesteal. And it hurts badly. And Anubis with one ability can pretty much not only kill somebody, but heal all their damage too. There we go, see. I went ahead and I put that down because I thought she'd escaped. But that's the other thing about the bounce. It has quite a big range leap. And there's a couple times where you can, yeah, see, I popped my emblem to slow her down. But there's times where someone thinks, oh, I'm safe. I'm about to enter my fountain. And then I can just pounce on them. And like I said, they had an Ares, which is very, very tanky. I mean, I didn't check his build a whole lot, but I was pretty sure he was building full tank. It took him a while to build it. I think towards the end, we had to make sure that some of us had some anti-tank items to try to keep Odin at bay. I believe Anubis himself picked up Obsidian Shard to counter that. But you can see we're starting to pick up a lead. You know, we started at like 15-20 lead. Now we're, 50 or so. But the enemy team, for the most part, didn't. It's not like they made a whole lot of mistakes. It's just, they stayed together quite well. And Osiris and Ares both tanked what they could, but the Anubis, and then eventually we got to a point where we did a really good job working together to use our ultimates and stuff. Yeah, there's death. That was my first death. At almost 10 minutes in. But I also only have one kill, but like I said, I have 15 assists at this point already. So, and I said with Odin, that's sort of what you're going for. Yeah, at this point I thought maybe we're not gonna win. They actually got rid of every single one of us in that shot. I did that because I couldn't see if there was any minions coming towards our fountain. I didn't want. It's one thing to kind of bleed tickets because the gods got killed, but I didn't want to have to lose a whole bunch of tickets just because we couldn't get the minions. And that's something I do sometimes, especially like I said, even though he's a warrior, he sometimes Odin acts as a support, and I'll in order to save somebody if they're trying to escape into the fountain and they can't. There we go. See, that's a good gauge. Although I don't think we're able to get this. And I died here as well. I was sitting there going, I was like, I can't believe I caged Ares up. He had very little HP the whole time. He has no way to heal himself because Odin's cage. That's one of the things it does. Is it gets rid of all healing effects for your enemy team. And I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm taking this guy down with me. Yep, that was stupid for Thanatos. Like I said, it's not instant death, but it's pretty close. And we both hit him with slow abilities so that he was even slower getting out of the fountain. And I don't think anybody was even in execute range. Well, at least if they were in execute range, he actually would have gotten the kill. I mean, it still wouldn't have been worth it, but yeah, there's Discordia. I think this is the first time I've seen anybody really hit Discordia's taunt with two people. It's almost used more as a root or lane clearing because it causes minions to fight each other too. Yeah, I see. So I'm trying to tank as much damage as I can. As long as it's not free damage, because that one, there's no way for me to take away. Ugh. Trying to escape. Yeah. That's the one issue. Honestly, as much as the relics I picked are usually pretty good, I probably should have picked purification beads. But I went with the Stone of Gaia to increase my health. Make myself a little more tanky, have a little more health before. I know I'll at least die one more time. Other than that, yeah, Vulcan's ultimates were on point too. Like I said, there's there we go. There's so many interactions with these gods. because Cupid has a big AoE ultimate. Anubis has just a regular move that puts a big like damaging circle on the ground that keeps on damaging. On top of his ultimate, Hades' ultimate is kind of like Gideon's ultimate from Paragon, where he just stands in place, but he sucks everybody in and does damage. So using that cage, which is oddly enough about the size of most of their ultimates. Yeah, I'm just trying to get as much damage. Try to get as many people as I can. Yeah, and there's me trying to use the. I didn't check, but more than likely when you see an Odin, you'll get a relic called Phantom Veil, I believe. It's got Phantom in it, and it basically what it does is it gives you and your team the ability to go through God-made structures like Ymir's wall, and in this case Odin's cage. They're really smart. They probably would have had almost everybody had it just in case, but yeah, there we go. We all saw Hades' ult, and we like everybody pounce right now and get as much damage done as we can. Yeah, at this point, like I said, we pretty much knew we were winning. We're now up by over 100. So now it's just a matter. I'm going to try to keep our minions from going in as much as possible, keep them going. Yeah, there's no way we shouldn't have. See, look at that. I caged them while the Cupid ult was going. Thanatos escaped with his ultimate. And then here's Discordia, he's just like, you're going. But she has a stealth here. See, she thought I didn't know where she was. Boom. But you can't escape the jump, because I knew she was heading towards her fountain. I knew she was trying to escape. So I automatically, I was like, so here we go. So look, all of them, it's like, boom, 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 boom. I got completely destroyed. Because they saw me put that cage around everybody as our team was doing their ultimates and stuff. But, you can see our kills were only 40 kills, and they had 33, so it's close in God kills, but pretty obvious that we were able to take care of our minions better. A lot of people in the arena, they always focus on the team fighting to a point where they forget to actually pay attention to. Yeah, there's a cage. Towards the end, we're shredding them so much that the cage probably isn't as important. And the big ultimate. Yeah, at that point I was like, who do I hit? Who do I hit? I need to escape. At this point I have 3 of my team dead, so I'm trying to clear up the minions. See that, at this point I'm tanking enough that hardly did any damage to me. But that Discordia did a lot of work in here, despite the loss. Just slowing down. I also got the Frostbound Hammer you saw at the end. That slows down people too. So I thought it was a pretty okay victory. Like I said, it wasn't my greatest, but I had 27 assists. That's pretty crazy for me. So, well, this is today's video. I plan on doing a lot more of stuff like this, and I plan on putting a few more games out. So, hope to see you guys again soon. Kratos out.